Welcome back to Awake in Life. I'm Harmish, a nervous system informed coach and a human design mentor. Today, I want to talk a little bit about befriending your nervous system. I was asked a few weeks ago to speak in somebody's membership about nervous system regulation, where it pertains to moving out of your comfort zone and trying to expand into the life that you want. When I was speaking, and what I'd been asked to speak on was really the use of regulation tools and some tips and tricks to help people regulate their nervous system so that they can really expand into that life they want and go beyond that comfort zone that, some of us really hit up against. Although that's what I was speaking on, what I have really realized in conversations that I've been having lately is how in the nervous system space and in the coaching space, we talk to clients and we talk to people about feeling safe in their body, about having that safety to move forward. A few videos ago, I talked about the challenge that there is in talking about nervous system work in the healing and coaching spaces. This was very apparent to me in this talk that I gave. Although we want to have a regulated nervous system, we want to work towards a regulated nervous system, the first thing that we need to do is really become friends with our nervous system. Many of us, because of the way that we have been raised, the experiences that we have gone through, we have built our protection systems, our safety cues, how we interact with the world, and how our nervous system interacts with the world through those experiences and as we have grown up. For many of us, these responses and how we show up in the world are really subconscious and not something that we actively put into practice when we come against triggers or people or situations where we feel triggered. When we want to start learning about and understanding our nervous system a bit more so that we can start that healing process and start to understand where our safety cues and our protections have come from, we really need to start building that connection with our nervous system, something that many of us don't have because we become so disconnected from our nervous system and what our nervous system is doing because it's trying to keep us safe in situations where we feel unsafe. So that we can become friends with our nervous system, so that we can start that healing process, we need to find connection within ourselves. And there are several ways that you can do this. It is really starting to take notice of what your body is feeling, what your body is trying to say to you whenever you are coming up against triggers or against people or against situations or environments which have you feeling a bit dysregulated. And this isn't to say that when you're in that situation and your nervous system is activated, that you start noticing and processing these things. It's actually better to try and do that at a point where you feel your nervous system calm down. When you start to take notice of how you feel in certain situations and certain environments around certain people, you can start to build that connection with your nervous system, because that's your nervous system telling you, when I'm in this situation, this is how I'm feeling. This is what I'm doing to protect myself. And we also want to do this when we're not activated or when we haven't felt activated. We also want to start noticing and building that connection with our nervous system, even when we're feeling a sense of calm or peace, or when we're in those moments of feeling joy. These are all nervous system responses. Nervous system responses aren't just what we would name the bad things. They are also the responses that we feel when we do feel happy, when we do feel joy, when we are feeling excited about things. How is your nervous system reacting? Before we start diving into much, much deeper work with our nervous system, before we start on that healing journey, and I know there are so many of us who know that healing our nervous system is going to give us our most authentic self. It's going to give us the opportunity to live the life that we really want to live. But before we can get that, we have to build that connection with ourselves. We have to build that connection and relationship with our nervous system. And the only way that we can do that is start to become friends with our nervous system. If you have any comments or any feedback on what you've heard today or what you've watched today, just drop it in the comments or feel free to reach out to me privately.